So I'm Emil Braley. I'm the fire EMS chief for Limington Fire EMS in the town of Limington. Part of that position is also emergency management director and currently the public works director. For the fire EMS, we have about 30 people on the roster. That's a combination of full-time per diem and paid on-call staff. I was born and raised here in Limington and moved over the river into Standish for 15 years after I got out of high school. In 1998, after the ice storm, I got into both Standish and Limington Fire EMS, helping out on the fire side. And then my intention was to never really be more than an operator of a truck, and it pulls you in and you can't help but just keep going. The relationship you build with the rest of the crew there, you end up doing more and more, and here I am in this chief.
I'm a firefighter EMT here for Limington and the newer water rescue instructor. Before this, I spent a career doing operations management for a business. I enjoyed it, but I think I enjoy the public safety side of things more.
As the fire EMS, we're pretty much everything that people don't know how to handle on their own. So traditionally it was fire service, fire suppression, and then emergency medical services. But generally, if people don't know how to handle something on their own, they call 911 and expect us to handle that. So that's hazardous materials, electrical issues that they may not understand, water rescue. That's what we're getting into most recently. Most recently, we received $50,000 from the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. That was for an SCBA compressor and fill station. That replaced one that we had, was donated to us from Alfred Fire EMS. And we've had it 6 years, and it struggled to keep up with the bottles that we use. The compressor was designed for a smaller capacity bottle, smaller volume, and the one we have now. So we made do with it, and now we're better off. So thanks to Stephen and Tabitha. We also got $15,000 from Maine EMS and the sustainability grant, and we use that funding for water rescue equipment. So we bought equipment and also had swift water rescue training. And one of the other things we did was invest in an in-house instructor. So Jacob Bradway recently did a water rescue technician instructor course. So we have about 15 people that are trained in ice water rescue and 10 that are in swift water rescue. But we have to maintain that certification, and so now we can do that with an in-house instructor.
Is this the inflatable that you use for water rescues?
The red one is a 6-person inflatable boat.
How would a boogie board type device be used in rescue?
So, like if somebody's in the water and they're struggling, you can swim to them with it, and then you would then get off of it, and you could slide it to them so they can grab on and hold on.
I see.
And then you're able to wrap around them and let the line crew pull you in.
As far as water rescue in the wintertime, have you had any experience with that?
We've not had any calls since we started the ice water rescue and water rescue endeavor. We did training, same thing. Everybody got certified as a ice water tech.
And where do you get that training?
It's called Life Saving Resources, and they're based out of Kennebunkport. The ice water course and the water rescue tech course, they're each about 9 hours of training. You do about 4.5 hours of classroom PowerPoint work, and then you do about the same, if not a little bit more, in practical skills.
What are some reminders people need to keep in the front of their mind as far as safety in the winter on rivers, lakes, ponds?
Make sure you measure the ice, one. And make sure it's clear, clean ice. If it has a lot of air bubbles in it, you don't know, and you can be risking it being thinner than you actually think, or weaker. You want that nice, clear, hard packed ice. That's the best. Also, if your dog does run off onto the ice and fall in, don't go chasing after it. Call us. We will come out gladly and help save your dog, because you could be the next victim, and then we have to. And you don't want to risk your life for dog when we can come help you.
That's a good reminder.
We have a strong mutual aid relationship with Standish, Buxton, Hollis, Limerick, Cornish, Shakopee Rescue. Fortunately, our staffing has gotten better, funding has gotten better, so we're actually offering services to them more than we're requesting it now. But for a long period of time, we were very dependent on the mutual aid services, and they've been very good to us.
What do you consider to be some of the biggest challenges that you face?
Staffing. Back in the day, you used to have all these call company members that would come out and they'd help volunteer and do their time. A lot of that has changed since obviously certifications have come out and the requirements for those, which has probably dropped the staffing levels a little bit due to that. So I think that struggle is one of the biggest in that all of public safety is the need for more staff and people that want to serve their community.
When we do get staff, it's the training for that. So that comes at a cost, and we're always trying to find ways to help cover that. Some of our challenges is just the station itself is too small. When the station was built, we were only a volunteer department, and there was really no foresight to staff. So we're always trying to retro the building, make more room, find other areas that we can store equipment. For carbon monoxide protection, make sure snow doesn't come off your roof and block vents that are on the side of your house. Keep your vents clean. Make sure there's no flammable items near wood stoves or other heat sources in the home. And then go into the generators during storm outages, power outages. Make sure the generators are not in the home or any way that the exhaust will come in and cause carbon monoxide problems. Chimneys, keep them clean and make sure they're inspected for safety. Big thing is things, especially this time of year, dry leaves and pine needles landing on your roof or around your home. The embers can come from quite a ways and then land on those, and that's what actually starts the home on fire.
You can get a call at 2 a.m. You can get a call at 7 at night and sleep through the night, and you don't know. You can't predict an emergency, right? So
Sometimes it's rough. About 40% of our calls happen between 6 at night and 6 in the morning. So there's some nights where you may have 3 or 4 calls in the night and you don't get to sleep. You have challenges from the weather to get to an incident, especially in the wintertime when it's cold out, getting in a cold, maybe snow-covered car, responding to a call.
As far as holidays go, I mean, those throughout the winter a lot, did you?
well, yeah, there are times there you have to do what you have to do. You're serving the people. So and I think a lot of the calls, you're dealing with somebody's family member. You're helping somebody in their worst time. And how do you cope with that? At the end of the day, it's about helping that person in the worst time that they are in. You're there to facilitate that and to try to make a difference if you can. You're going to find people from all walks of life. It's the qualities are dedication, the want and the need to serve the people of the community, and to do better, to make your community a better place to be in.
Still?
Stamina for sure. Especially when you got to put all the gear on.
The basics, if you want to get involved with fire EMS, is just be trustworthy and able to work well with the community.
Are you currently looking for volunteers?
Always. It's as simple as getting an application off the town's website and filling it out, and then we'll reach out to an interview. The basics, if you want to get involved with fire EMS, is just be trustworthy and able to work well with the community and find a place for anybody that wants to get involved.